What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Buckle up because we're going to be talking about Invicta watches. Well, we're going to be ranting about Invicta watches because the more I look into Invicta, the more interesting they become, right? On one side, they produce all these oversized monstrosities, but for all these oversized monstrosities they produce, they're really not all that original of a watchmaker at all. In fact, Invicta's pretty much built a business based on predominantly designs they have nothing to do with. Simply put, Invicta is an homage watch company, right? Everyone knows that, so it wouldn't really make sense to dedicate another episode complaining about that, right? Well, that's what we're doing today. It's 5:16 p.m. Let's get down to business. Okie dokie, so before any of you Invicta fanboys go in the comment section complaining, oh, this guy's just a snob, he doesn't know anything about Invictas, he probably wouldn't even wear an Invicta, so we can't really trust his opinion. Guess what? I'm wearing an Invicta right now, okay? The Invicta Pro Diver that I purchased and unboxed on camera. In fact, I recently just did an episode comparing this to my Rolex Submariner. Click up here and watch that. But okay, quick and painless, we got the Invicta Pro Diver right out of the way, right? It's just a simple Rolex Submariner homage. But see, the laziness doesn't stop there. And it makes sense, right? Invicta wasn't gonna stop producing other homages because they saw the success that this brought them and they were like, hey, if it worked for the Submariner, what about some other watches? For instance, let's take a look at the specialty model 9401. It's a 39.5 millimeter Swiss quartz. And as we can see here plainly from the picture, it has 0 magnification on that date window. But by far the funniest part about this Rolex Explorer 2 homage is the font down by the 6 o'clock. Certified design. See, they can't put certified chronometer there because it's not, so they have to put some other kind of similar text that they can just kind of squeak by. It's not certified chronometer, we're not copying Rolex, but we're gonna put something that kind of looks similar. But real quick, forgive me, what's so certified about that design at all? I mean, unless we're saying that Rolex certified that design, because you had nothing to do with it, Invicta. And upon further inspection, the handset isn't even aligned on the spindle. It's just a sloppy, disgusting watch. It looks cheap. How utterly disgusting. But we're not done there. Okay, let's take a look at another Invicta. The Invicta 8949. Now this is a 35 millimeter, pretty basic date just homage. Again, it's a Swiss quartz, and this one has a 50 meter water resistance rating, a far cry from the Rolex's at least 100 meter water resistance rating. But yeah, kind of bland, kind of boring, not offensive at all. I mean, it's just a two-tone date just wannabe. Or how about the Invicta Speedway 9223? Of course, it's an homage of a Rolex Daytona. I don't really need to take this too much further. There's a trend here, right? Invicta is making homages based upon Rolex watches that we all know and love. And yes, even you, the Invicta fanboy watching this right now, even you love those Rolex watches. You know how I know? Because you're defending the Invicta that you're wearing that looks exactly like a Rolex. But let me be clear, okay? None of these Rolex homages can even hold a candle to perhaps the most heinous homage Invicta has ever made. Introducing the Invicta Pro Diver 31277, or should I say, the Seiko Samurai. The case, the lug design, the crown guard, the bezel markings, even the dial indexes all the way down to the texturing on the dial. It wouldn't even be accurate to say this resembles a Seiko Samurai. This is a Seiko Samurai. A Seiko I don't even like, to be quite frank. But all this begs the question, okay? You can find a Seiko Samurai brand new for under $300, so what would really make someone want to buy the Invicta version? So guys, unfortunately, I've scoured the internet right now at the time of filming. I cannot find a price for this Invicta Seiko Samurai, but if one of you guys knows it, leave it in the comment section below, but I honestly cannot understand who would pick this over the real deal Seiko Samurai. Now let's take a look at the movement Invicta says they're using. Oh, Okay, it's a Seiko movement, a Seiko NH35. Wow. Okay, so Invicta is just trying to make a Seiko, literally. But I get it, okay? Invicta isn't stupid, right? When people were trying to defend their Invicta Pro Diver, they would be like, oh, well, it uses a Seiko movement. Everybody likes and respects Seiko, so if this wannabe Rolex uses a Seiko movement, then how can you say it's any worse than a Seiko? And so what they did was they were like, okay, well, okay, people seem to respect Seiko. People seem to be defending the fact that we use their movement, so why stop there? Why not just make the whole freaking Seiko, right? Why stop at sourcing the movements? We'll buy the movements, we'll design the case. Well, we won't design anything. We'll just rip off the case, we'll rip off the bezel, we'll rip off the bezel indexes, we'll rip off... I tried to be very, very honest, very analytical, very fair, level-headed when I did the comparison between this Invicta Pro Diver and my Rolex 16800, okay? I tried to be very, very cool, okay? But this right here, this is the reason no one will ever take Invicta seriously. And that's pretty much it, guys. So yeah, for everyone watching this, please get your spell checks out so that we can decipher the comments from the Invicta fanboys. They will be there. Can't wait. See you there. But guys, I just want to thank you. We broke past 94,000 subscribers. 100,000 is right around the corner. If you want to take a look at any of my other episodes, maybe some of my watch versus watch episodes, so you can kind of see the comparisons we do, click up here and check them out. Check out a bunch of really cool watch related gear in my affiliate links in the description below. It'll take you to my Amazon affiliate store and you help us out a lot there. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Again, join the party. A bunch of new subscribers have joined up recently, and yeah, it's a whole lot of fun, so I hope to see you on the next episode. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with everyone you know so that they don't waste their money on a freaking Invicta. And yeah, I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. La 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 la